Welcome back to Compartiendo Mitote.
Our second episode. Today we're going to be talking about how our lives have been impacted with our coworkers.
By our coworkers. So first of all, let's welcome us back with, this is Lupita.
This is Adilene.
And we're glad to be back on episode number 2. Right now we have a new addition. It's our little sign.
You guys like it? So bright, huh? And pretty.
Give us a thumbs up. We have upgraded little by little.
Yes.
And today, like Adilene said, we want to share with you guys how our lives have been impacted by our coworkers. Mm-hmm. What we have learned about them, what has changed in our lives. We want to give you a little bit of a background of what was our life before we got to know them and how it has been changed now that we got to know them more. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You want to start? I want to start.
You, go ahead.
Okay. So, like on the first episode, I had shared with you guys how I started working there in 2020. At that time, I always like to talk, but at that time, I was a little bit more quiet, more como más conservada, más calladita. I wouldn't like share a lot of my personal life as I share now. And whenever I started working there, little by little, I started gaining more confidence. And ya como que se me ha ido soltando. No, but I started gaining more confidence, being more confident on myself, learning to see different perspectives of the situations. Back before, I would always be like, oh, no, pues, como, like, how could I explain to you guys? Like, yes, I'm here, but there's like a line that you won't pass, like my personal life. And that has been on my previous jobs as well. Like I would talk and things like that, but there was like a personal line right there. And here, they made me feel so comfortable that they became part of my life. And my life started to change thanks to them.
Me on my previous jobs, on the other hand, I'm very, I don't know, I think I overshare. On everywhere I go. I share with everyone. I don't care. This is my life. This is what I gone through. These were my parents. This is where I come from. And I think I make people to do that because now that I think about it, when I used to work at the insurance, we would have these types of talks too.
Really?
And even when I worked at in a factory too, and it's people who I didn't know, I would make them talk. I don't think they would like to work with me because I would make them talk too much too. Or in the insurances, I had a manager who I would always talk to with everyone, but she would be like, please stop talking to me, I can't work anymore, you're distracting me. And I would be like, I'm not telling you to talk, you want to talk, you
can come share with me.
Yeah, you can share with us too. So I think and I think now here that I see it, we do that again here too.
We overshare.
And I think we're getting very comfortable with each other too.
Oh, ya estamos en un nivel de confianza nivel 300 allá, quién sabe qué. But so as you guys know, in the office team, there's 7 of us with our boss, the main lady, la molcas grande, la mayor. Her name is Alex, so give her a shout out. Hello. And in there's 4 front desk persons, right? Which is Adilene is one of them. I'm Lupita, I'm one of them. El burro por delante. Ay, güey. Adriana. Dawn. She's another one. And then we have a patient care coordinator, which is, her name is Rose. Mm-hmm. And then there's another coordinator, which her name is Maddie. And then we have the big boss, Alex. Mm-hmm. So that's mainly, we work with everyone in the clinic, but mainly we work more with them in the front.
They're our team.
Yeah. Ellos son, like, they're our team. Mm-hmm. So whenever I got there and I met Dawn, because she was the first one that I met in there, she's always been the type of person that is her faith is really strong, and she is a very strong lady. I mean, as well as she has taught me, like, no, you have to know your rights, you have to speak up, no, you have to do, you have a mind, you have a voice. As well, she is the person that would, I believe, whenever we would get like como en el mitote, she's the type of person that would like put us together. Like she would see a different perspective or a different point of view on the same situation we were sharing.
She would never go, she would like, no se enojaba, pero nos trataba de explicar como que hay dos versiones, siempre tienen que escuchar las dos antes de hacer cualquier opinión, like no nomás pueden ir por una, y es algo que sí nos ha enseñado.
Yeah, that's what I have learned from her. ¿Tú qué le has aprendido a la Dawn?
Ay.
Hola, Dawn.
Creo que también le he aprendido a que puedes cambiar tu vida también, porque ella nos cuenta cómo era su vida antes y cómo es hoy, y cómo Dios ha impactado su vida. También nos enseña mucho de los derechos. No, eso está mal, no sé, no. Tienen que aprender, eso sí no se hace. O, de nuevo, también que nos enseña diferentes perspectivas como si está un problema o algo lo que esté pasando, tienes que oír las dos versiones, no te puedes basar nomás en una, tienes que ver los dos lados de la moneda, como dicen.
Yeah.
Sí. Y ¿qué más me ha enseñado? Y también, pues ella en su iglesia ayuda a mucha gente. Y creo que es algo bueno que debemos de aprender. Maybe no tenemos mucho, pero con lo poquito que tenemos podemos ayudar a las personas que necesitan.
So help the others, because she's the type of person that's always like she spends time in her church and they go out to help out the community. I mean, the persons, different persons that are impacted by different situations, and they're always there helping. And she's that type of person that she is always on that team, like anda ayudando and looking out y todo.
Y nos ayuda mucho en el trabajo también. Si tenemos alguna pregunta, aunque ella esté ocupada, ella nos ayuda. Para lo que está haciendo y nos ayuda. Ok, esto así se hace, así. Esto es lo que necesitas. O ¿qué está pasando aquí?
Yeah. So she's always there to help. But I believe after I met Dawn, like I started to change little by little, because I would see like how strong of a woman she is and how strong her faith is. And then sometimes there are situations in life that will come at you and you might think, no, pues a mí no me va a pasar eso, or no, I'm never going to go through that. And there's situations in life where where your faith will be tested. And after her, no voy a decir que no tengo fe, like I have my faith, in what I believe. But after meeting her and seeing her, how strong she is, it like me enseñó to have like your faith should be bulletproof, O sea, prueba de balas tu fe ante todo. And that's where she has impacted my life,
Sí. Es como que no en la Biblia dicen como lo de Job, donde a Dios lo pone a prueba para ver si su amor y su fe en Dios es grande. Así es porque tiene todo, porque era rico y tenía su familia y todo, y pierde todo, porque como que el diablo
le dice a Jesús.
Sí, le dice a Jesús
que pues él es feliz porque lo tiene todo, pero que deja que le quite las cosas.
Y a ver si su fe es tan grande.
A ver si es cierto que su fe es tan grande, su fe es grande.
Sí.
And eso es prácticamente algo de lo que a mí me ha enseñado Dawn.
De ser, sí.
Su fe.
Sí.
Su fe, su fuerza, su valentía.
Sus ganas de cambiar, de ser mejor.
Yeah. Sus ganas de motivarse a ser una mejor persona. Because let's be honest, I mean, we all have issues, we all have things going on, and not everyone is gonna say, I want to change, or I don't like this, I'm gonna work on myself on this.
Sí, cierto.
Yeah. So that's something that I have learned from her. Then After Dawn, I met Rose. Okay, Rose, she's a person of her own. Let me tell you, I have learned so much from her. And bravo, bravo, Rose. Yes, because she has become a lifesaver, honestly. Like, my situation as parenting with my kids my situation was a little bit off the roof. And I remember I would go and talk to her and be like, ay, no, es que hoy la niña me hizo esto. No, es que la niña no se quiere levantar. No, es que la niña no quiere comer. No, es que la niña le tengo que cortar el pan por acá porque si no, no se lo come. O es que esto, es que lo otro. And she'll be like, mijita, ¿qué te pasa? And she'll be like, no, haz esto, and do this, and do that, and ahora aquí. And I'm going to say it. Thanks to her, my daughter has corrected her mode. Because before, she was trouble.
Yeah, Rose, she's very honest. No filter.
Yes.
But she tells you whatever she's thinking. She says it to your face. But she's really brave, and she has come a long ways. She's been through tough situations, and she gives really good advice. Like,
she gives really, really good advice.
We tell her she should open her own podcast and give just advice, because her advice is the best. She has actually tested it with her daughters, and it looks like it really worked.
It worked. Well, from her, the most thing that I have learned is common sense. I remember whenever I would tell her something, she'll be like, what's your common sense? Common sense. And I was like, oh, yes. I'll be like, oh, sí es cierto. And then I would put all the things that she would tell me with my daughter in place. And then she would change little by little. And I was like, oh, Rose tenía razón. But she is a very honest person. She's really brave. Mm-hmm. And she is the person, I would feel que algunas veces she's like a mom.
Sí.
In the clinic. Because she's all like, déjame te arreglo el cuello aquí porque mira, no, mira, déjate corto este hilo porque no.
Si andas bien, estás muy ojeroso, me dijo una vez. I was like, Rose.
Yes. She's really honest.
Sí, y te da hasta consejos de cómo hacerle, qué hacer, cómo, para cualquier situación o cualquier problema que lleguemos a tener.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And I do want to give her a big muchas gracias, Rose. Sí. Because, oh my God, you have changed my life, believe me.
Uh-huh. Nos enseña todo. Aunque cuando tengamos preguntas, así se hace también, como en la computadora también.
Sí. Whenever we have a question or something, she's like, no, you do this, and you go here, and here. Mm-hmm. Like, okay. But she is una persona muy valiente y muy... siempre está ahí para las personas. Mm-hmm. So she is... ¿cómo te quiero decir? Like, pues es una persona demasiado honesta, uh-huh. Pero es una persona con un corazón de oro, la verdad. Because once you get to know her, who she is, you will love her. She is a really sweet person, and inside of that person, when you see her, she's like, a veces she can be like a little bit como fuerte, like she won't show her emotions or feelings, but inside that she has a really sweet heart.
Y a mí me encanta porque siempre es bien salarosa, camina así muy con estilo, siempre anda con sus tacones.
On high heels.
Antes Berta como que sencilla como dice la canción, se me hace bien cura porque así es, pero ella es muy alegre, le gusta alegrarse, sí. Le gusta vestirse bien. ¿Qué más? Nos cuenta unas historias, yo siempre que no por nada, pero siempre que me cuenta una historia, me lo puedo imaginar.
¿Su vida?
Sí.
Sí.
Como una película, la neta cuando así que nos dice algo, un pedacito de su vida, me lo pongo a pensar, digo, bro, su vida es tan interesante, debe de ser una película, un libro o algo.
Sí, y ella es una persona pues siempre vestida de pe a pa, muy elegante y
sí.
Muy guapa y camina con sus tacones.
Uh-huh. Ya nada más vienen los tacones, ya sabemos, ahí viene Rose.
Sí, ella. Pero yeah, shout out to Rose. Yes, y after, pues, we got, pues, Mari. Uh-huh. So, Mari is a person that has given us so much como recomendaciones. Like she's always there like, no. Because whenever we would share things about, oh, like my hair is looking like this and oh, this, and I have this issue and I have this problem with my skin, or I have this problem with this or that, she is always like, no, look, this shampoo is good for you, or no, this lotion is good for your skin, or no, I like this concealer, or no, I like this
the wax for the hair, remember
sí.
too.
Or I like the, ¿qué te decía? El corrector, pero no es el concealer. No, whenever you prep your skin, el primer, así. Like, oh, me gusta este porque este me deja bien. O me salieron like, or I'm getting this type of acne, and she'll be like, no, but I use this and it like helped me, or use esto. She would always be like giving us a recommendation, like, you can do this, you can also do that.
Yo sé esto, ponte esto, trátalo. Y también nos ha dado un poco de consejos también, como muchachas, inviertan en tierra o comprar un terreno, cosas así, porque sí, algún día puede.
She has given us a lot of advice, like when it comes to, for example, she was like the type of person that's like, no, make sure you guys invest in land, you know. Make sure you guys do this. Like, for example, Adilene no ha dicho, but I'm going to tell for her. She has a boutique that she opened. And she helped her a lot onto, like, this is what you have to do. Now, after this, follow this. Then you do that.
And she would always tell us, oh, bring this. I wanna get something like this. Buy it so I can buy it from you.
Yeah, like, she's always like, oh, I like this type of shirts, for example. And then she'll be like, order, Adi, and I'll buy it from you. She's very supportive.
She even modeled one of the tacones ones too.
Yeah, because she has a boutique that she doesn't advertise. It's Adi and Isa's boutique. Make sure you like, follow, share, and comment. But she has her little boutique, and one time she bought heels. And Maddie was the person that modeled for her.
And she would go show the nurses too, look, this is what we got. Anyone want to buy it? She would model anything. I think she even modeled the shirts or the pants. She went to go show them, I think, or something like that.
I
don't remember.
I can remember, but I think she did. And besides that, she's a very detallista, a very detailed person. I mean, I would pay attention to how, like, for example, when her daughter was gonna turn, it was gonna be her daughter's birthday, right? It brought to my attention that she would give her daughter every single day until the day of her birthday a little present. And I thought that was really sweet, because that's una persona muy detallista. Like, you have to be alguien muy, muy detallista to do that. And it doesn't matter if it was like a small thing. It could be a little small thing for every single day, but she would give her something. And to me, that's really, really nice and really precious, because imagine once you get to grow up and you would be like, no, a mí mi mamá todos los días en el mes de mi cumpleaños me regalaba un detallito. Todos los días. That's something to take in consideration. I mean, imagine all the love that's in there. Alrighty, you guys give us 1 second, okay?
I did her makeup.
Okay, guys, we're back from the break.
Yes, we took a little break, pero ya regresamos. But as I was saying with Maddie, she's una persona súper, súper detallista. And she has given us advice. She has given us recommendations of products.
People to go with, to do your hair, to do your eyelashes, for everything.
To do your taxes.
And taxes too. And she dresses really nice. She always gets ready every day.
Yeah.
She gets ready.
Parece modelo. Todos los días anda bien arreglada with her hair and everything. Her eyelashes, makeup and everything.
And clothing. Like, se viste bonita.
Yeah, and she dresses really pretty. She's like the stylist of the clinic.
Sí. La fashionista.
La fashionista. Mari la fashionista. Yes. So. Thank you, Mari. Yes. And then, a la jefa grande, we're going to leave her for last.
Okay.
Sí, porque esa es la mera mera. Then I met Adriana. Adriana, the way that she, like, the whole world can be falling down and she's smiling. She's like, no matter what's going on in her life, she's smiling. Like, I admire that, because sometimes when things happen, sometimes my emotions might be a little bit out of control.
And everyone thinks her laugh is so contagious. Everyone in the clinic wants to laugh. As soon as they hear Adriana laughing, they want to laugh too.
Because she has a laugh that, I mean, oh my God, it's just giggles.
Contagious.
Like, yes, and it's contagious. And I love her laugh. But besides that, she is una persona, honestly, pues, con huevos. Porque, I mean, she has 4 kids. Like, come on. Like, that's not easy.
No. We even tell her sometimes, we're like, ¿Cómo le haces? How do you do it? I have 1 and I can barely, do it. How do you do 4?
Yeah. No, I got 2. And I'm like, girl, oh my God. And then you have twins. So, like, she's a person of, oh my God, que valentía. Sí. She's very valiente.
Sí. Y luego también otra cosa that I admire from her is that she has learned how to say when something's bugging her. She just says it. Like en las pláticas que hemos tenido, siempre dice que, esto no me gusta, ok, me lo voy a decir. Y yo digo que es algo bueno, porque yo nunca digo las cosas, me las guardo y después ¡pum! Trueno. Pero es bueno hacer eso. Like, si algo te está molestando, decirlo. Aclararlo, arreglarlo, platicar.
Conversar,
sí.
Y, porque ella puede conversar y decirte las cosas, pero no se enoja.
También.
Yeah. Y no todos somos así. Yo no soy así. But the way that she sees the world and she's smiling, I mean, I love that.
Sí. Es cosa de admirarte, Adriana.
Yes. So, yay,
pues bien aventada. Bien valiente.
Yes. Y luego conocí a Adilene. So I got to meet Adilene. And let me tell you, whenever I got to meet Adilene, she has pushed me out there to travel more, to be more out there, to go. Aunque me hagas así, no te creas.
No sé cómo, pero bueno, pues.
You have been the person that has been travel more. Porque something that you like to do is travel, definitely.
Y antes no, la verdad.
Honest?
No.
Like me before, I would travel once a year. Allá, cada cuando, once every... honestly, I was really scared because whenever I had my daughter and then I traveled with her one time and she was a year and a half, and oh my God, that trip was oh no. I was I'm never doing this again until she's older. Because she would cry, she cried, de aquí hasta California, ¿te imaginas?
12 hours.
And just cry, because she wouldn't like the car seat.
Es que se imponen. Porque yo y Isabela a los 3 meses andábamos en un tren y decían, la gente alrededor, she's such a calm baby. Y hasta ahorita, fuimos a Chicago también otra vez y también bien calladita. Y yo creo que es que se imponen.
Se imponen.
Sí.
Ya, y yo a la mía, pues yo no la saqué. Ya, yo después de esa vez dije, no. Aquí te quedas, yo ya no quiero más. I was no vacations for us until you're older. And then little by little, I was okay, so I'm going to test her out, if we go to this place. Or I'm going to test her out if we go to this other place. Or if we do this, or if we do that.
Más cerquitas o
sí,
así.
Poco a poquito. Pero no le tenía tanta confianza because she can be kind of a little bit going everywhere. I mean, now that she's a little bit older, you would think están más grandes y es más fácil. But honestly, no. Because she's a little bit older, but sometimes I'm because whenever I take her to places, she wants to go explore by herself. I'm no, you have to stay right here. You cannot go.
No, sí.
Or I'll go with you.
Y luego en estos tiempos menos.
No, en estos tiempos ya no puedes confiar en nadie. So I'll be no, vamos, you want to see that? Okay, vamos primero a ver lo que tú quieres ver. Okay, ya vimos un ratito, ahora vamos a hacer lo que yo tengo que hacer. Pero honestly, after I met you is when you inspire me more, because we have daughters on the same age. And it would be no, pues, o sea, pues si tiene razón, se imponen y pues yo no la saco, pues ¿cómo se impone?
Ay, Lupita.
Yes.
Y yo, cuando conocí a Lupita, he cambiado un buen. Me ha ayudado mucho en muchos aspectos de mi vida. Primero me ayudó a lo de la boutique, Era algo que yo le había platicado, que desde chiquita quería tener una tienda. Yo no sé por qué siempre se me puso que quería una tienda.
They wanted a store.
Y ella me decía, no tengas miedo, hazlo. Y le digo, no, espérate, déjame, acabo de pagar mis deudas primero y luego ya. No sé, me dio la loquera y le dije, ok, let's do it. Let's try it. So, la empezamos. Y luego me has ayudado también a trabajar en mí misma. Porque es algo que también yo sé que no lo hacía. Y a no tener miedo de hacer las cosas. Como ahorita.
Como
en
en
este
el podcast.
Nunca me imaginé estar hablando enfrente de una cámara, de un micrófono, de estar haciendo lo que estamos haciendo ahorita. Y nos ha ayudado un buen. Que hemos aprendido mucho. Y seguimos aprendiendo. Y luego tú también te gusta mucho aprender nuevas cosas. Y eso también es algo que te admiro. Y siempre lo has dicho. Y sí es algo que te gusta hacer. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Ay, se siente
You pop a
bonito,
lot.
dijo. Pero ya después de que pues ya estamos con las 6, ya nos falta así la jefa, la mera. So her name is Alex. And she's the boss of us. And something that I admire from her is that siempre nos defiende. Like no matter what the situation is and what's going on, she would go.
She would have her backs.
She would like check on us and she would be like, no, like, o sea, nos defiende, like she's there for us.
¿Qué pasó? Like, ¿por qué están así? O alguien se enoja y yo voy y le digo luego, mira, esto fue lo que pasó, nomás porque no te van a contar, o si te cuentan, para que tengas las dos versiones. O sea, esto fue lo que pasó.
Para que sepas.
Sí, para que sepas, estés enterada.
Sí. Y ella es esa persona, es la persona que está ahí, que te defiende. Pero también en su lado humano, personal, she is the type of person that has been there. She would give us advice. También. Because she has given us recommendations too of people como realtors or things that she has passed through. Like ella nos ha dado recomendaciones like, no, go with this person.
Do this,
Do this, do that.
A mí con lo del negocito, lo de Aladi Isa's Boutique, me dijo, no, mira, ve con esta persona a hacer los taxes, Mari, y yo lo hacemos con él. Y él me ha ayudado mucho en muchos aspectos de qué agarrar, qué papeles necesito. Haz esto, hay muchos que van live. Have you tried going live para vender las cosas? Me enseñaba la gente que hacía eso aquí y que vendían muchas cosas, o me dice, vende esto, o así, like recomendaciones de cómo hacer tu negocio crecer, porque ella pues trabaja ahí, pero también tenía su negocio y yo no sé cómo le hacía porque está cañón.
Yeah, ella
es
también,
difícil.
like she had a small business that she was selling jewelry, joyería.
Sí, joyería.
Ajá.
Jewelry.
And she would be selling pues la joyería, ¿verdad? And she gave her like a lot of advice, like no, do this, or I go live on Facebook, or do this.
Use this application.
Use this application. And whenever, like también a veces, whenever we wouldn't know, like, ¿qué vamos a hacer de comer or something? Like she would also share her, like, her ideas, sus recipes. Like I would never in my life thought of making like la salsa roja para las enchiladas de polvo, and she does that.
Y le saben bien ricas, sí.
Yeah, and I would never imagine that.
No.
Yeah. Sí, and she is una persona que pues ha estado ahí con nosotros de pe a pa.
Sí.
Sí,
Y cuando
no,
quiere platicar, ella se va enfrente. Le digo, ándale, Alex, vente, vamos a platicar. A todo el mundo nos acercamos para que platiquen.
Sí, she has. So, prop to Alex. And honestly, yo siento que after we have got to meet all of us and hemos platicado más, tenemos más confianza y todo, eso nos ha ayudado más. Like,
Sí.
eso nos dio ¿cómo puedo decir? Like, las herramientas to come out here and do our podcast.
Y nos han apoyado, sí.
And they have supported us. They have follow, share, and subscribe. Leave us comments. Thank you.
And we asked just to make sure if it was okay to use their names. They said it was okay.
Yes. So we want to give them a big shout out to them, to all of them. And this episode was dedicated to them. And we thank you all from the bottom of our hearts.
We'll see you on the next one.
Yes.
Bye.